So here we have, can everybody hear me? Is the music too loud? Should I lower it? So the music I'm listening to today is Ella Fitzgerald, one of my favorite jazz artists. She's the first jazz artist I ever heard when I was about maybe 18, and it changed my life because I hadn't heard any jazz until then. She made me fall in love with jazz, and there's been no turning back since then. So this is a really great CD to listen to, and as all of you know, I love listening to jazz when I'm baking. Anyway, getting back to the baking. So in here we have 1 3/4 cups of whole wheat flour. Okay, but we're going to keep this aside because we're going to start with these ingredients over here, which is, let me give you a little tour. That's the mashed banana. I like to use the red bananas because they taste really good. This is half a cup of maple syrup. You can use honey or maple syrup, whatever you have in your kitchen. Then we have 1/3 cup of oil, vegetable oil. This is olive oil because I've run out of coconut oil. You can use either or. There's some cinnamon, some brown sugar for sprinkling, vanilla essence, 2 eggs, a nice tablespoon of butter, some chopped walnuts. So what we're going to do is, first we're going to start off with the maple syrup. I'm going to pour it into this big bowl right here. So I discovered this recipe on this nice little vegetarian recipes. Did any of you try the mango cake? I'm so sorry about the disastrous ending. But this is a very safe, foolproof recipe, guys. Nothing will go wrong with the banana bread. I swear to God. And especially if you're diabetic or you're just looking for healthy snacks, this is a great thing to make, more than the mango cake. So yeah, so I've kind of mixed up the maple syrup, olive oil. So the butter is not in the original recipe. That's something I just decided to add in because butter gives a better texture to your cake. And this is not a cake, technically it's just a bread. But you know, why not spice things up a bit? Now I'm going to add the eggs. There's a little bit of syrup still hanging in there. Nothing goes to waste in my kitchen, as I like to say. So I almost canceled this session because, you know, we're all a bit bummed out about the lockdown and things that are happening in Chennai. But then I figured, well, you know, some of you might want to bake this weekend and cheer yourselves up. Like me, baking really cheers me up. It makes me feel happy. So I decided to go ahead with it after all. And we have to also talk about this week's charity, which we'll do later. But once again, thank you so much to all of you who donated. I was so moved, and when Ragini sent me snapshots and she said, look, people have donated after watching your Insta live, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. Thank you guys so much. You have no idea what it means, really. Now I need a towel. So that's both the eggs in there. Oh, I love this song. Also, we have a 1/4 cup of milk, which we will be adding to this mixture. I'm going to turn up the volume for this song because I love it. which is basically 1 cup or maybe 2 large bananas. You know, you can be here and there about this particular thing. I hope all of you are staying safe, guys, because it's not fun out there, you know. We've been hearing lots of sad stories about doctors who have passed away while, you know, taking care of COVID patients, and it's a very honorable thing, and I want to say that I really admire those doctors because they have given their life for their service. And we also heard about all the attacks at Ladakh. Again, soldiers giving their lives to protect us, doctors on one hand, soldiers on the other hand. I think it's an important time for all of us to realize that life is so precious, and both soldiers and doctors are, you know, heroes, real life heroes. And we really should do whatever we can to make sure that they're best equipped for the battles that they're waging and they're fighting. Because been hearing about a lot of doctors who haven't had enough PPE kits. Because they need that to fight this COVID war, you know. So if any of you know that any way that you can help out with these doctors, please don't hesitate. They really need us right now. They need our support. Well, now we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. Oh, actually, we're going to flip it a bit. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of baking soda first because it's dry and that's why. No other reason. So sprinkle that in there. And one teaspoon of vanilla syrup. Oopsie, dropped a few drops in there. Last but not least, we're going to add a generous sprinkle of salt and cinnamon powder. Cinnamon is awesome for anything to do with banana bread type things, because cinnamon has this amazing, it just gives this like burst of flavor. And well, we all know that salt goes in everything because it brings out the flavor of things, which is great. So I'm gonna just do a sprinkle. You can use regular salt as well. Just use like 1/4 teaspoon of it maybe. But yay! Looks nice and watery now, doesn't it? It's because we haven't added the flour yet, which we're going to do very, very soon. So now we're gonna top the flour in slowly, little bit by little bit. Let's stir that in first so that it doesn't get lumpy. You can make this for your grandma or your mom and dad, you know, you can eat it yourself. Also, because it's whole wheat banana bread, while this bread is in the oven, I'm also going to do a little chocolate ganache, which is an optional topping for your banana bread if you guys are in a chocolatey mood like I am most of the time. Yay. Quick and easy, and I promise that I'll try to do stuff which everybody can do at home, easy stuff. And maybe a few inversions because I love inversions. So look at that now, the batter has become really nice and thick. Oof. Now this is where my hand hurts. So we try to get an electrical mixer or whisker, but nobody has it. I think we'll have to wait till lockdown ends. Which is kind of sad, but it's okay. good workout for my hands. Keep stirring it a bit more. Put this away before it spills. Okay, I think we're kind of done here. This is what the batter is supposed to be like. You can taste it. Pretty good. Not too sweet, which is great, just the way we like it. Now I'm gonna add some chopped walnuts. This is about half a cup of chopped walnuts. This is completely optional, but I personally think banana bread tastes great with walnuts. So I'm just gonna put that in there and we'll stir it up a bit more. So how are you guys keeping yourselves occupied in the new lockdown? Any exciting plans you have for post-lockdown? I think everybody's going to celebrate 2021 New Year's in a super duper way because everybody's just going to be so happy that yes, we made it through 2020. Anyway, life's not so bad. It's okay. Okay. There you go. Now, because it's me, I'm also adding a nice sprinkle of brown sugar to give it a more caramelly texture all through the bread. This is not very sweet, it's not gonna, and you know, I've only used like a very little bit. Again, this is completely optional. Because maple syrup is not as sweet as honey also. And this is, anything with brown sugar becomes more chewy and gooey and I like that. So yeah, there we go. La, 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 la. Oh no! So maybe you guys at home should try to have a helper with you. You know, unfortunately today's lockdown, so no helper available. Back to the kitchen now. Oh no, oh yeah, it's hot, look, it's already done. That's all we want, it's just that much. And now I'm gonna pour it over it. Ooh. Simple, that's all. Where did I leave it? So now I'm just gonna stir the chocolate into the cream until it melts. Can you see that? Ooh, look at it. It looks lovely already. So you keep stirring and stirring and stirring and stirring. Yes, look at that. Whoa. But we don't want any bits and pieces at all, so let's stir it up a little bit before it cools completely. Don't want any lumps. Well, if it does get a bit lumpy, you can always just heat it up over the stove. Nothing's gonna happen. Just make sure it doesn't boil. Yeah, I think this is good. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop it into the fridge so that it hardens a little bit, solidifies a little bit. So that way it thickens, and when I pour it over the banana bread, it's like a nice thick layer of chocolate. Again, this is completely optional, this little treat here. It just makes the banana bread taste a whole lot better. So we pop it into the